Hey y'all, I'm back on my bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some ways in which I think that we can break, or at least even begin to break, generational curses in the African American community. So this is in no particular order, and I think this is 4 different ways that I've concluded that is a start for us. Number 1, therapy. I feel like a lot of Black people always want to pray something away. They always, we walk by faith, we walk not by sight, and all of this stuff. But I think we really need therapy. Like, I feel like even therapists need therapists. So it's just so much that we have to deal with, and it's so much that we get desensitized to, and it's so much that that goes on with a normal person, and we get like extra shit put on top of that. So I think it's important to have therapy because it'll help like break unhealthy patterns, or it'll increase things that we need to strengthen our sense of selves, in turn breaking generational curses. And it's crazy because I feel like often Black people dismiss mental health problems. They dismiss bipolar disorder, they dismiss depression. They it's always like, oh, just pray about it, or oh, you'll be okay, you'll get over it. But and then you try to get help for it, or go to therapy for it, or take medication for it, or whatever, and then you get made fun of for it. Even when like you go through something, I know it's like this in my family. If I go through something, or somebody in my family goes through something, everybody gossips about it. Nobody actually says, okay, so maybe this is how we can help that person, or maybe that person needs therapy. It's always like talking about that person instead of helping with the actual situation. So I really do believe that therapy helps. Number 2, diet. Black people, we be eating kind of wild sometimes. Like, we be eating wild. Like, we be eating pig feet, we be eating chitlins.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
We be eating just a bunch of things that we just absolutely do not need to be consuming. And a lot of that has to do with our history, us being slaves and having to make do with what we, the scraps we got from our masters. So I feel like diet is I don't even want to say a simple way, because people get so accustomed to eating poorly that when they have to eat good, it's actually very difficult for them. I'm one of those people. So, but it could be something as little as literally changing your diet that can make a world of difference. We're already predisposed to hypertension and high blood pressure and things of that nature because of the way that we eat. So even eliminating the amount of salt you use, or eliminating dairy, or substituting it with something else, like something as simple as that can make all of the difference. Like, it can make a world of difference. And then you have more time here with your family to break more generational curses. Number 3, accountability. I just brought this up in a video not too long ago where I talked about accountability. Now, I feel like Black parents need to start taking accountability for when they do something wrong. Like, I know for most of the Black people that I know, your parents, they don't even apologize to you when they do something or say something wrong. They just try to start a conversation with you or something like that. They don't say, hey, I was wrong, I'm human, this was why I felt like this, and I shouldn't have said or did what I said or did. They just, you want something from the store?
You want something from the store?
And it's like, okay, that doesn't make up for the fact that you just called me out of my name for no reason, or because you got hot-headed about something. Also, accountability in regards to like fathering or mothering children. that's another thing. I mean, it's so many different ways that accountability can go with this topic in general, but these are just, you know, what I wrote down. So yeah, like, even if you know that you got a female pregnant and you don't want to be with her and all of that stuff, you still need to be a father. And females, like, you still need to let these fathers be fathers. You're gonna walk around and let your child not have a father because you want to be with him still, or because he's messing with somebody new? That just doesn't even make sense. And that's why we have so many men these days that don't even want to date black women anymore, because they feel like we're too much, or we're too strong, or we're too this. And it's like, it's because you're being raised by women. That's why you're being raised by a woman, and you don't know how to even be a man because you've been raised by women all your life. So it's like, well, what do you expect? When somebody get up on that ass, then you go run for the hills because you don't know how to be a man. Or even like it's other dudes too that were raised by women, and they know how to be men, but they want to be babied by their women. They want to be mothered by their women instead of just letting their woman be their partner. They want them to be their guardian. So parents, please learn how to co-parent. Please learn how to be there for your kids and allow the other parent to do what they need to do to be there for your kids. Number 4, financial literacy. Oh my god. So this is important because certain things that people of other races learn before we learn, if we ever get a chance to even learn it, and they're already like at the top, like right here, and we're like right here, like we're under them, and they've learned this stuff in like preschool, and we're just learning this stuff at like 40. So it's just like, it really puts us behind when we don't know how finances work, investments work, stocks and bonds work, assets and liabilities. It just puts us behind. So I think it is important to teach your child, or even for you to learn about financial literacy. It's this card game I seen on Instagram, and it was basically like teaching kids like what's a checking account, what's a savings account, and it was just the cutest little thing, because we have to start teaching them while we're young, but we can't teach them if we don't know shit ourselves. So those were some of the things that I was just thinking about the other day. And this is not one of those videos that I'm trying to be super funny on or anything like that. Like, this is just some real stuff that I just feel like black people can actually do to start breaking down these generational curses. So yeah, if you agree, please share it. If you agree, please comment. I would love to hear y'all opinions on it. And thank you so much for watching. God bless.